still smell it. Mark Nash. Michael Gross. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down, baby. Little Rock, Indianapolis, I'm back, she back, he back, they back, you back, and we back in the motherfucking building. What's going on, Young Fire? CJ Robinson, what's good? Rabisky, what's good? A. McKinney, what's going on? How y'all doing out there, man? Welcome back. I told y'all I wouldn't be going long. man. It's a lot of shit that happened last night that we got to get to, man. Terence Crawford had an open media workout last night where he said some things. That I didn't necessarily. Warren Williams was good that I didn't necessarily agree with, that I didn't necessarily like either. But that's my guy, though, right? That's my guy. I'm supposed to ride with him with anything he say. Nah, that ain't how we do that. That ain't how we do that, man. Before we get started, let's get Terence Crawford's opinion about who's going to win the Wilder Fury trilogy. How about that? Hey, is that a good place to start at? Is that a good place to start at? Let's get Terence Crawford's opinion about who's going to win the Wilder Fury trilogy. I think that's a damn good place to start at. Let's go.
If Wilder come in and he develop a better left hand and some upper body movement and some rhythm, you know, he can make a different fight this go around. But if he go in there just looking for the one punch, he's going to lose.
Who wins then?
I think we can all agree with that, right? Like Wilder has to make certain adjustments to make his the necessary adjustments to get the victory. So I think we can all agree with that. What's going on, Francisco? With what Terence Crawford just said right there. But this next sentence, I don't really agree with. This next sentence, I don't agree with, man. And I mean, a man is entitled to his opinion.
Sure.
Terence, there's been so much speculation about what you're going to do next with your contract expiring with Top Rank, but do you look at Canelo? And
Terence Crawford says Tyson Fury will win this fight. Terence Crawford says Tyson Fury will win this fight. Terence Bud Crawford says Tyson Fury will win this fight. Sorry, Bud, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, Bud. I don't think Fury beats Deontay Wilder. I don't think Fury beats Deontay Wilder. I don't. And honestly, maybe you're going with your stable mate, your promotional mate, or maybe you're just going with a guy whose skill set maybe resembles yours more. But for Terence Crawford to say that Fury would beat Wilder, I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna say no, man. Now I'm gonna say no. No, I don't. Rabisky, like I can't. Oh my God, Ron G. I appreciate that, dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like this. My dude right there, man. Let's say that video right there. All right, look. So I got a guy, you know what I'm saying? Well, ain't really my guy, it's my friend. You know what I'm saying? He's actually at the Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter presser or whatever. And he just sent me a little video, let me know, hey. He sent me a little video, let me know what's going on. And they're like 20 minutes out right now. They're like 20 minutes out from getting everything ready. But he just sent me a little video. Oh, come on, man. So the video just not gonna be there. So are you fucking kidding me? Like, is this real? So I got the video here, but it's not there. Like, I don't understand that. Try this again. Browse. Okay. That is the weirdest shit in the world. That is the weirdest shit in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get on my West color right quick, man. I don't know what the fuck this is. So I got the video right here, but it's not gonna let me upload it. So I gotta take it to do it like this, do it like this. Let's go. So do that like that. Give me some. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I know this is not like the way y'all wanted this shit to go, but I'm trying to just share this video that I got, and I want y'all to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's really not nothing major. It's just giving y'all that excitement for this fight coming up. All right. So this is the background footage, you know what I'm saying, that we got at the Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter shindig. Nice setup. Nice setup, man. I love what I'm seeing from that setup, man. So yeah, great job. Let's get back to Terence Crawford though. Before we get to anything else now, a lot of people think that Terence Crawford is going to be like, oh man, Shawn Porter's coming in with that bully style. He's going to bully Terence Crawford. That's how Shawn's going to win. Not so fast.
You gonna give him some sparring work to get ready for Shawn Porter?
I'm telling you, he sparred me, man. He do not play. He
has sparred
man,
you?
if he will tell you he will spar you, he will spar you. It's just that simple. I'm telling you. He will get in there with anybody.
What's that punching power like? Good for 147?
Great. You would think he'd fight 180. This man can punch for sure. He's strong as hell.
How you think that fight go with Shawn?
I think he stopped him in the later rounds. I think maybe round 10, round 11, something like that. I think he's breaking down because although Shawn does keep your pressure, unfortunately that's a strong man, and I think he's gonna break him down. We'll see though. Time to tell.
And Jerry, I know you gotta sit back and relax for tomorrow night, but just before I let you go, what was it that made Terence elite when you were in the ring with him? Counter punching with this. How would you break it down for the fans?
It's IQ. How he able to break down quickly, you know. we didn't. It was a joke, you know. We played around and all, but you could just tell by how he wants to win. You know how he is. You know what I'm saying? He's an incredible fighter. He just breaks down very quickly. He can adjust and everything like that. So he's just an elite fighter for sure.
So Terence Crawford has actually sparred Jared Big Baby Anderson. I know Jalen. I've been saying that, Jalen. I mean, don't even worry about the Jalen. You late to the party, but it's all good. It's cool. He's sparring heavyweights. So whatever pressure Shawn Porter want to bring to the fight, whatever strength that he think he has against Terence Crawford been sparring heavyweights. He been sparring guys that weigh probably double what he weighed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, it's gonna be a long show. We got 20 minutes before the press conference start. We got 20 minutes before the press conference start. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. Let's go, man. We got a long day today. Get them likes up, man. Oh man, this guy right here, man. My God. Yeah, this is my guy right here. I wish I could loop that motherfucker. Man. But look though. Here we go though. Like, it's like this some shit that you guys might not want to hear. I damn sure didn't want to hear it, all right? But let's get to this shit though, man. I really hate when these guys talk about each other like they don't exist. Like, you two dudes gonna have to fight each other. I don't give a fuck what he's saying, what you saying. Y'all gotta fight each other, man. As boxing fans, we need you niggas to get in the ring with each other.
Our heads against the wall, or you can as well, about or when are you going to fight Spence? The same thing can happen. You get a victory here, one of those sanctioning bodies can step in and say, we want to see this fight next. Get the other promoters, right?
Well, you know, like I said before, man, that fight is past me personally. You know, I felt like I did everything that I possibly could do. You know.
No, bud, that fight ain't past you, homie. No, man, hell no. I refuse to believe any of that shit. I refuse to believe that a fight with Errol Spence Jr. is past you, Terence Crawford. I don't like when you guys talk like that. Oh, a fight with Errol Spence is past. No, it's not. That's the biggest fight in the welterweight division. Maybe one of the biggest fights in boxing. So for you to say that fight is just past me, that fight ain't past you, homie. In my opinion, it's not past you.
We'll try to make that fight happen, you know, and for some odd reason, you know, everybody kept saying, oh, I'm chasing him, I'm this and I'm that. Yeah, I was chasing him, you know, and he didn't want to fight. He was saying he wanted to fight, but he really didn't want to fight, you know, and my thing was just, if you wanted to fight, you could have made the fight happen.
Yeah, you got to focus on Porter, but in your mind, are you thinking that maybe your fight after that would be for a 154 belt rather than Spence?
There's other fights out there.
Okay.
You know, you got Oogie's just won.
Yeah.
You know, that's a unification bout. That's a big fight. You got Keith Thurman still out there. You got Josh Taylor out there. You got Ortiz out there.
I mean, all those sound good. All those sound good, but they ain't Earl Spence Jr. Especially if Earl Spence Jr. comes back from his injury 100%. Especially if Errol Spence comes back from his injury 100%. I don't want to hear about Ugas and all that other bull. I don't want to hear that shit. We want to, and we all know for the most part, Ugas probably gonna be fighting Earl when he come back, right? Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree that Ugas and Earl will probably be fighting before Ugas and Bud? And if that's the case, then you maybe do a fight with Keith Thurman. If I'm you, I go get Keith Thurman more so than if I beat Shawn, I'm gonna go beat Keith more so than I'm gonna beat Virgil. You know why I'm gonna beat Keith? Keith is gonna sell the fight more so than Virgil, and Keith been out the ring for almost 2.5 years. Oh, give me that rusty ass nigga. Let me knock his ass out, and then me and Earl can get it on. Virgil, he a little bit more dangerous, a little bit younger, a little bit hungry, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He's a little bit greener too. But I just gotta think that Terence Crawford would not get a fight with Ugas before Earl Spence Jr. Just my personal opinion. There you go, Jalen. Keep knocking them niggas off. Keep knocking them off.
So it's a lot of fights out there to be made. So I don't necessarily got to go to 154 to get a fight. It's fights at 147.
Would you welcome Josh Taylor at 147? Would you welcome him?
Of course.
I mean, there's a good thing. The two of you with the past undisputed at 140. You can build at 140 undisputed against each other. What do you make of Josh's style and stuff like that? Do you think he'll give you a sort of entertaining fight for the fans?
Josh is a good talent. I can't take nothing away from him. Like I said, I picked him to become undisputed, before he even fought. And I just always said, he was a very talented fighter and he was good. I'm a different animal.
What about Boots Ennis?
Boots good.
Josh Taylor's good. Josh Taylor is a very, very, very good fighter. But and kind of, it ain't about the credit. If you beat Shawn Porter, the credit gonna beat up. It's about the name when you're going after Thurman. It's about going after a former unified champion. It ain't about the credit. You gonna get the credit once you beat Shawn Porter. Sometimes you need a name and somebody who's gonna sell a fight. Sometimes you need that name and somebody who's gonna sell the fight. And one thing about Keith Thurman, y'all can say what y'all want to about Keith. Y'all can say what y'all want to about Keith. Keith talk that shit like none other. Keith can talk that shit like none other. And Josh Taylor, look, man, Josh Taylor is a good talent. I don't know how good Josh Taylor's gonna be at 147. I don't know if that's gonna be a competitive fight for Bud at 147. We've never seen Josh Taylor at 147. But Jerron Ennis, yeah, I want to hear what Bud got to say about Jerron.
Really well.
Boots doing great, Like I said, I've been watching Boots since he was young, and boy got talent.
They compare him to you a lot. Whenever someone fights you, they call him if he can help with his switch hitter, a lot of knockouts.
Oh yeah.
You'd be fighting yourself almost.
I think I'm a little smarter than Boots, I'm a little smarter than Boots.
Oh shit! I like it though. I like it, man. When he started talking about Boots, he said it with a smile. I like Boots, man. I've been watching from a young age. He's very, 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 very good. But don't get it twisted. I'm a different animal. I like that, man. I like the confidence that Terence Crawford is showing y'all just by giving guys praise and also letting it be known, like, even though I'm giving them praise, these dudes not on my level. Even though I'm giving them praise, these dudes not on my level, man. And we won't know until we see it. But I'm glad that he's talking about Boots. I'm glad that he's talking about Earl Spence Jr. I'm not glad in the manner he's talking about Earl, because I think Earl is absolutely the fight to be made at 147. Earl is the fight to be made at 147. Let's go and hear what Terence Crawford's trainer has to say about the upcoming matchup with Shawn Porter. And y'all know Bo Mac keeps it 100.
How happy are you that Terence Crawford has got this fight against Terence
Porter?
I'm
so damn happy. I'm so happy Terence finally get to show the world that, he is the best 147-pound out there. And if we got to go through Shawn Porter, that's what we got to do, because the rest of them, I guess they don't want to do it.
What is it about Shawn Porter that makes him so tough in your eyes? I mean, he's just a rugged, relentless dog, right?
Because all of his losses that he had, it's been close losses, real close losses. So that tells you about his condition, the training that he does with it, with his dad, and the strength and condition. Always been close losses. Some of them could have went either way, so he's gonna come in shape.
You've always.
All right, so Bo Mac is telling y'all right now, like, look, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, I'm happy that we get Shawn Porter. We get to prove to the world how good that we really are. We get to show the world how good we really are. No more doubting. No more none of that shit. No more not going with the program. Like, look, man, this is what we do. This is what we do, man. We feel like we are the best 147-pound fighter in the world. And if we got to start with Shawn Porter, for everybody to start recognizing that, then we got to start with Shawn Porter. I respect the mindset going into this fight from a trainer perspective.
Always talk highly of Terence and how he's going to do against this guy or how he's going to do against that guy. Does he need to win this fight in a dominant fashion, or can he just win the fight and that's good enough?
Oh, I think he's going to win. He's going to win in a dominant type of fashion. So? I believe so. Because we're not sleeping on Shawn. Regardless if he got some losses, he's still a tough dude. He knows his way around the ring. Oh, he definitely knows his way around the ring. He got a great trainer too, his dad, and a couple of people that he got helping him. It's going to be a tough task.
You've always wanted Terence to be, engaged and lively and enthused about his opponent. How excited is he?
Oh, he's pumped. He's pumped, man. He's pumped for this fight. We've been training for this fight for a minute. Even before, the fight kind of got made, we still have been training because we knew it was going to happen sooner or later. So he's pumped. The whole team's pumped. The city's pumped. You see how fast those tickets went.
Exactly.
Tickets went fast.
People know when it's a good fight.
Oh, they definitely do. So,
yeah, I mean, tickets did go fast, and also the tickets were priced good. Like the ticket prices for Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford are some good numbers. They are some good affordable tickets for people who want to travel and see a very good welterweight clash. They're not sleeping on Shawn Porter. They respect Kenny Porter. They respect Larry Wade. They respect Shawn Porter. They're not sleeping on those guys at all. They're not sleeping on those guys at all. And honestly, bro, I respect that, man. Bro, like dog. I respect that. Like you can't sleep on Shawn Porter. Like everybody said, Shawn Porter has, like, his losses are split decisions. I think the only UD he had was against Keith Thurman, and that was a close UD. Or no, it was a UD. Oh no. Keith Thurman was a split decision too. So with that being said, like, you can't sleep on what Shawn Porter is bringing to the table.
they definitely want to see a good fight.
Yeah, and what's it mean for him? I mean, he's gonna obviously he comes out of this with a victory.
When he come out with a victory,
He stands as the king of the division in your eyes.
Well, he always been the king of the division in my eyes, and in everybody else's eyes. He just kind of been missing that everybody say that marquee fight.
Right.
And this is one of those fights to where I know he's going to dominate Porter in a good fashion. And somebody tough and rugged like Porter at the top of the welterweight level, that's just going to show how good Terence is.
Right. How is life in the gym been? I mean, is he? Can you see that energy on a daily basis?
Oh man, Terence is happy. He's happy. His workouts is good. His sparring is good. He's ready to go, man. I like his attitude going into the fight. The joyful, playful. They constantly want to work all the time. You got to pull him back sometimes, because we still got some time.
Yeah.
There he is right here, the man himself, Terence Crawford.
There go Bomac. Now see down in. Ready. All right, big ups to my nigga Bomac, man. Big ups to Bomac. All right, man. Last but not least, Terence Crawford. Talk Shawn Porter. I want to know right now, how do y'all see Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter playing out? How do y'all see Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter playing out?
Into the photo game, bud? Huh? You get into the photo game? You got you a game?
I'm trying to.
Terence, talk about your excitement for this fight. I mean, you finally get that fight that is going to allow you to shine the way you've always wanted to on the biggest stage possible.
I always shine on the big stage. This ain't nothing new to me. So I'm gonna take it how it comes. November 20th. I just feel like everybody gonna be in for a treat.
Your talent has always been supreme. I mean, obviously undefeated 3-division champion. But taking on a guy like Shawn Porter, what does that do for you? How does that test you in the ring like you've never been tested?
I don't know. I've never been in the ring with Shawn before.
What's the expectation?
Well, I'm expecting him to come and, do everything he possibly can do to get the job done like anybody else would. I don't view Shawn no different than I view anybody else. Nobody want to lose when they step foot in the ring. So I believe he's going to come 120% prepared, ready to, take my title. And that's going to make for a great fight because I'm going to be 150% ready for whatever he brings to the table.
Is this the deepest amount of respect you've ever had for an opponent? Is that fair to say?
No. I respect every single one of my opponents. It may not seem like it, but, I respect all my opponents until, it gets to that time where, about to throw them hands. Now, but, of course, this is definitely a moment where, everybody, all eyes is going to be on Terence Crawford. Everybody already seen what Shawn Porter is capable of doing, but everybody want to see what Terence Crawford is going to do. When I look at it, all eyes is going to be on me November 20th.
Do you have to be extra special that night, or can you just win a fight? I mean, it's good enough, right? You beat Shawn Porter. I just won. Do you have to, in your mind, win in a spectacular fashion?
I'm always looking to win in a spectacular fashion. But a win is a win in my eyes. No matter how I come, any shape, form, or fashion, just win at the end of the day. But for me personally, I'm always looking to, close the show and make sure that, I look good doing it.
Would it feel good? Because the only knock that people have on you is like the fights you've had. Finally, you could fight a name, and if you win, no one could say anything about it.
Time out. I could have sworn the last person I beat Shawn Porter. So what makes him a lesser name than Shawn Porter?
marketing, name, achievement, 2-time champ?
Again, the last opponent that I beat Shawn Porter. So what makes him a lesser opponent than Shawn Porter?
You don't feel like Kel was diminished in his age and all that, and he's lost a few fights to go off again, and then obviously Spence. Do you think he had diminished a little bit?
Shawn Porter lost to Spence. Shawn Porter lost to Keith Thurman. Shawn Porter lost to Kell Brooks. So what makes me think that when I beat Shawn Porter, they won't say the same? He's what, same age? You know, so it's hard to say. You know, it's just when we get in there, we're gonna see. You know, and then y'all can criticize me afterwards. And y'all can say, "Oh, well, he just fought Shawn Porter." You know, he just fought Shawn Porter. And this and that. And he got to fight Canelo now. I'm gonna be waiting for it.
You fought fighters with any kind of style your whole life.
That's right.
What kind of style does Porter have for you?
Well, Porter.
I mean, look, man, honestly, like, if they don't want to give Bud credit, they're not going to give Bud credit no matter what he do. No matter what he do. No matter if he fight whoever he fight, they ain't going to give that man credit. They're not going to give him credit, man. At the end of the day, he can fight goddamn King Kong. They're going to say King Kong wasn't really King Kong. He was the old King Kong. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if I'm Bud, I'm not really worried or fixated on what these guys think or how these guys feel about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here worried about that no more. If I'm Bud Crawford, if I'm Terence Crawford, I'm not worried about it. Fuck it. These niggas they ain't gonna like me. They ain't gonna like me, bro. You can't make these dudes like you. Now it's as simple as that. And whether it's Kell Brooks, whether it's whoever the fuck it is, it really don't matter. Whether it's Shawn Porter, whether it's any of those guys, they ain't gonna give you the credit until you probably done. Until you probably, you know what I'm saying? Until you probably retired. Y'all know how these things go. You don't get the real credit until you ain't fighting no more. And with that being said, man, it's like that narrative is played to. I mean, it don't even matter about the narrative no more, man. Like a fight is a fight, bro. Just because you don't think somebody good don't mean they ain't good. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are professional fighters. They get in the ring and they put their fucking life on the line. And just because you're not impressed with a man's resume, or you don't think a man's resume is up to par, you wanna denigrate him, you wanna say that he's not good, or and people, like, I'm telling y'all, mark my words. After he beats Shawn Porter, there's gonna be people that say Shawn Porter ain't that good. Shawn Porter look like a motherfucking Dragon Ball Z character. And then he look like Broly off Dragon Ball Z and shit. Man, look, wow. All right, man, back to the audio. Damn, did I put the audio up? I guess I did.
What kind of style does Porter have for you?
Well, Porter, you know, he's gonna put pressure. He can box. He can get rugged in there. You know, it's no one style Porter that, you know, I see that everybody else see. You know, he has fast feet. He have good hand speed. He's very athletic. He's durable. So, you know, I really can't say which Shawn Porter I'm gonna see come fight night. But like I said once, I'm gonna say it again, we're gonna be prepared for whichever style he brings to the table.
You know, but a lot of people seem to avoid Shawn Porter. You seem to embrace this. Do you think with the great sensational victory, it'll silence the critics that say Bud Crawford, yeah, he is pound for pound, but who hasn't fought? And by the way, I'm in your corner.
It depends on the fashion that I beat Shawn in. You see, everybody that's beat Shawn won on a split decision. So if I beat Shawn in a fashion that I beat everybody else, then they're gonna say, oh, well, Shawn Porter wasn't the same Shawn Porter. But they're gonna say, oh, well, Shawn Porter wasn't the man in the division. So, it really doesn't matter. My thing is doing what I do best, and that's winning in tremendous fashion.
Do you have to make a statement against Porter then? Do you have to go in there and do an absolute 12-round shutout, maybe something that nobody else has done, stopping him, knocking him down a good few times? Do you have to make a statement against Shawn Porter?
Just win.
Just win.
It's never on my mind to go in there and knock somebody out or say, oh, I got to win all 12 rounds. I'm always going into each and every fight, win a fight. Do whatever you got to do to win a fight.
I hear you, bud, but these people, your critics, they're not gonna be happy with just winning. You can't just go out there and get a split decision or get a favorable decision against Shawn Porter and think people are gonna be rocking with you. If you go out there and you struggle against Shawn Porter, those same detractors that's being here, they're going to be like, oh, we told y'all he wasn't really that good. Look at this. Shawn was able to do him like this. Shawn was able to do him like that. So to me, you got to go out there and you got to make a big-time statement against Shawn Porter. You got to go out there and you got to possibly stop Shawn Porter. Knock him down 1 or 2 times. Can't just go out there and all right, have a tough war with Shawn Porter. Because honestly, I'm thinking if you got a tough war with Shawn Porter, people are gonna be like, oh, he definitely can't beat Earl. He definitely can't beat Earl. That's the narrative, man. That's what people going to run with. That's what people going to start saying. Oh man, he definitely ain't beating Earl, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Earl don't stop him, man. Earl don't stop him. I'm telling Earl. That's what people are gonna say, bro. That's what people are going to say. And right now we're just waiting on the press conference to officially start. Waiting on the presser to officially start. And yeah, man, should be a great day for the sport of boxing, man. I mean, it should be a great day for the sport of boxing. We got Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter, ready for the press conference. Hope you ready. Y'all ready? Let's get this shit rocking. Are you guys expecting any shit talking at the press conference? Are you expecting these guys to be friendly? Are you expecting these guys to be hostile? What can we expect from Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter today? What can we expect from Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter today? Huh? Let's see what we got.
Champion, Showtime Shawn Porter. As everybody knows, we have a huge heavyweight title fight tonight, and having everybody on stage taking time out of their busy schedules today, very much appreciated. Thank you to everybody on the stage for spending time with us. Tom, I want to come down to you right away. This is an incredible fight that has been made. Your perspective on getting us to this point.
Thank you, Mark. And this really is a tremendous fight. And I want to congratulate Top Rank for putting this tremendous fight together. This is the kind of fight where both the fans and the media have asked for, and we were able to deliver it. Terence Crawford is a great fighter, and he's fought some very good fighters. But this guy here, he's on a whole nother level. Shawn Porter, not only one of the best welterweights in the world, he's one of the best fighters in the sport. And yes, this is going to be a very tough fight against Crawford. But you have to look at the quality of opposition and the level of competition between both guys. Just look at Shawn Porter's resume. He hasn't been out there fighting guys named Mean Machine. No. He's been fighting the best welterweights in the world for years now.
Tom Brown talking that shit. Tom Brown talking that shit.
Lucas, he's got wins over Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner. He's fought Keith Thurman, Berto, Paulie Malignaggi. And he was in a Fight of the Year candidate with the best welterweight in the world, Earl Spence Jr. And on November 20th, he will become a 3-time world welterweight champion. Thank you very much.
Bob, I want to come to you. Terence has been asking for elite welterweights, and here we are. The fight's happening November 20th.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. And Tom, I want to thank you for your cooperation, not only in this event tonight, but this event with the companies that we represent, cooperating. It's only good for boxing. We can do bigger and better matches. That being said, Terence Crawford is the only unified champion sitting on the stage. He unified the 140-pound division. And maybe, just maybe, the reason he didn't fight more top welterweights is because you guys were hiding them because you wouldn't want to put them in with Terence.
Talk that shit, Bob.
Hey, Kenny, I want to bring in the trainers before we get to the fighters. Why do you feel this is the right time for Shawn?
I think mainly the reason this is the right time is because Shawn and I are very spiritual, and we pray over everything we do. So, we have no control over when, or where we fight, but we pray and we work on it. And I was just telling somebody yesterday, we had a meeting about Terence Crawford 2 years ago, full-fledged, face-to-face with people that don't even come out and about face-to-face. We had a meeting about him 2 years ago. So when it finally comes to fruition, it's that time. There's a lot of things I could say about Terence. All of them are great, excellent. I'm, a Terence Crawford fan, but number one, I'm a Shawn Porter fan. But this is the time. Now is the time. It's showtime.
Bomac, I want to come to you now. Is this the toughest fight of Bud's career?
Well, on paper, it could probably look like it, but we'll never know until we step in there. But as a trainer and a big uncle, a big brother, big cousin, I want that to be the toughest fight for Terence because you're going to see a better Terence Crawford that night of the fight. The better the fighter, the better Terence is, and the better, his team is going to rally around him to make sure it happens.
Obviously, there's a lot of mutual respect on this stage. Shawn, how excited are you for November 20th? This has been talked about a long time, and here we are.
What time is it? Showtime. What time is it? Showtime. What time is it? Showtime. That's why I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited because that's what I do. When I get in the ring, I command the ring. When I get in the room, I command the room. Everybody's a fan of mine. They're a friend of mine. If they wasn't, they will be after the fight. I really just feel like this is happening right on time. There's no secret that there's respect between myself and Terence. There's no secret that I consider us to be friends. I don't know what you consider us to be now at this point, but whatever the case may be. Say again?
Ain't no friends till after the fight.
There you go. So I'm not mad at that. And we operate differently. And I understand Terence, and I think that we can talk all about resumes. We can talk all about who's done what, who's done this and that. But when I look at his resume and I say something like, I know Terence, nobody else that's been in the ring with him knows him the way that I know him or knew him the way that I know him. Nobody knows him in and out, how he operates mentally, emotionally, so on and so forth. I could say some things on this ring and really get him upset. I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? I could say some things and make him smile. I could say whatever the case may be, but it remains to be seen. What I do know is that November 20th is a day for the world. It's a day for the world of boxing, and it's definitely a day for the world of Team Porter and Team Crawford. It's going to be a magnificent evening. I'm looking forward to doing what I do best. I love what you said, Bo Mac. It's infectious. The best opponent brings out the best in Terence. The best in Terence is going to bring out the best in Shawn Porter. Y'all benefit from what we going to do November 20th. If y'all, I didn't wear a shirt today because initially I wanted to show you that I've been working. And then I was like, you know what? Let me show everybody else that I've been working. We working. And I just don't, again, I'm not going to speak on your resume. Your resume is your resume, man. Like my dad said it. We're fans of yours. We've been fans of yours. I know everything that you've done, and I'm proud of everything that you've done. But I know everybody doesn't work like me. You know that. And I know that there's nobody that I'm getting in the ring with or may have been in the ring with that works the way that you work. You know what I mean? So on November 20th, no, we're not friends in the moment. After that, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But until that point in time, man, we're going to sell this fight. We're going to make this fight everything that it's supposed to be. And on fight night, we're going to go in there and lay it down.
But how would you characterize your relationship over the years and now having heard all of that?
Me and Shawn, we always had a great relationship ever since the amateur days in Venezuela. You know, I got pictures with me, him, Demetrius Andretti. You know, it's never been any bad blood, never got into it with him. It's always been love. I always supported him. He always supported me. But come November 20th, I'm going to step on him.
He's called out a lot of the biggest names in the division. And you talk about the respect that you've had. But here it is now, November 20th. He's calling you out. The fight's been made. What's next?
Well, you know, it's put up or shut up. In my eyes, you know, I can stand up and I can pull my shirt out and I can really show you this 8-pack I got because, you know, I stay working.
Tell him again, bud.
You know what I mean? I stay working, you know. That ain't nothing to me. That ain't nothing new to y'all. You know what you're going to be up against November 20th. I know what I'm up against November 20th. And like you said, we're going to get the fans a great night of boxing. It's going to be fireworks from bell 1 to bell 12 if it lasts that long. Unlike other fighters that you fought, I'm different. I believe you know that I'm different. You know, the more you push, the more I'm going to push. The more you come, the more I'm going to come. And I'm pretty sure each and every one of y'all out here that seen me fight didn't seen it. You know, everybody say, oh, well, why you throwing fire with fire when you can just outbox them? Because I love it. I love that. You know what I mean? You push, I'm going to push. You hit me hard, I'm going to hit you even harder. And let's see who can last. You know, so that's what makes me and Shawn Porter a great fight.
Shawn, when this fight was first presented to you, what was your reaction? And then when it was finally made, what was your reaction?
It was crazy. I remember I landed in Connecticut to broadcast the Olympic boxing, and I got the tweet from the WBO mandating this fight between myself and Terence, and I sat back and I just shook my head smiling because I knew that eventually this fight was going to be made. I knew that nothing was going to stand in the way. And so for me, that was when it was made to me, the fight when the WBO did that tweet. Beyond that, man, I couldn't wait for this moment. I haven't seen Bud in a minute. We haven't been in front of, either of us have been in front of media talking about a fight in a long time. I've been on TV talking about other fights, being stimulated by other fights, but now to talk about my own fight right now this is special for me, and it's only going to get better.
I will agree with you. It feels fantastic to have all of this media in the room. It's been 2 years since we've been able to gather like this. We were in the bubble for a long time, fights happening all over the place without fans. I want to come back to Tom and Bob because, again, we constantly hear, hey, man, make these fights happen, make these big fights happen. We've got one tonight, and we've got one again on November 20th. How does that make you feel about the sport in general moving in maybe a new direction where we're going to see bigger marquee fights like this one?
I'll let Bob go first on that.
This quarter, we have a lot of good fights, a lot of great fights, but we have 3 marquee fights. One tonight, obviously, the November 20th confrontation between Terence and Shawn, and of course, Canelo Alvarez and Plant, another great fight. And they're all such big fights, they'll be on pay-per-view, all 3 of them. And people say, well, isn't it a lot of money? Got to pay $70 for one, $80 for another. It's a lot of money. But look at what a decent ticket is to watch a fight. Probably $250, $300 just for a decent ticket. The 3 on pay-per-view don't come to that. So I think it's a great, great bargain for fight fans, for sports fans, to see events like that. And I thank PBC and Tom for helping us make this fight happen, for being so cooperative in the fight tonight. And I commend them on making a great fight like Canelo and Plant, which will take place in early November.
Thank you, Bob. And yeah, look, it comes down, just like Bob said, it's the fighters. It's always the fighters. When they ask for something, or it's a fight that can be made, we're going to go do it. We've worked with Top Rank, many times in the past, and it seems like the relationship's just been getting better and better. And I'm looking forward to tonight. It's been a great event, great promotion, and obviously November 20th, we're going right back into it again. So it's worked very well together. Thank you.
Hold up. Time out. Can you reverse what you just said a few minutes ago? It's the what? The fighters that makes the fight, that want the fight, you go get the fight?
That's right. Now I know where you're going to go with this.
All right. I just wanted y'all to hear.
I don't know where you're going with it.
No.
It's a new day.
It's definitely
a new day.
It's definitely a new day, but I just wanted y'all to hear that on camera. So y'all know it ain't Terence Crawford that's been stealing the fights, all the fights that y'all been wanting to see. I just wanted y'all to know that. Live and direct.
In all of sport, we hear the word legacy thrown around. And, I'm honored to be sitting between 2 incredible, not only boxers, but incredible human beings. Your legacy cemented already in the sport of boxing. What does a dominating win over Porter mean to you?
Well, just boost my status as #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I'm already considered the best fighter in the world. Beating the likes of Shawn Porter in tremendous fashion will only, boost my status, skyrocket from where I am now.
Same to you, Shawn. What does that mean to you with this fight and the win for your legacy?
Yeah, I think both of us. I'll speak for I'm pretty sure I'm on the brink of being in the Hall of Fame. I think that he's done practically everything that he needs, that's required to be in the Hall of Fame. And I think for me, being on the brink right here is not win or go home. Right here is win or nothing else. My life right now is dependent upon winning this fight, beating Terence Crawford. Like the word that you said, dominating Shawn Porter. He's a dominant fighter. Everybody that he gets in the ring with, he dominates. And so for me to be that guy that he can't dominate, to be that guy that beats him to the punch, that finishes the exchanges and punches just as hard and just as fast, everything that's required to beat Terence, I got it. And it's just about going in there on the 20th, great game plan, and doing the right things round by round until the end of that fight. So this to me is, I think that you're sitting between 2 legendary fighters, but I think that this fight right now for me is going to depend. My legacy is going to depend on beating Terence Crawford.
The atmosphere at a fight is unlike anything else. There's no other sport that can come close to the atmosphere in an arena with thousands of fans screaming at you guys as you make your way to the ring. Music, ring walks, everything that comes together for these incredible nights. We're going to see it tonight inside T-Mobile Arena. You fought in the bubble. How excited are you now to get back inside a major arena on the Strip in Las Vegas in front of a ton of fans?
Man, it's been a long time waiting. Everybody's excited. I know everybody on Team Porter side is excited. My family, my friends, my supporters, everybody just been dying to go to a live event, and this is the first live event that they get to see Terence Crawford in action in a long time. The wait is over. Everybody's been coming to me, when the next time you fighting, when the next time you fighting. So, everybody's just been sitting there just hungry for it, just like I've been hungry to get back in the ring, and now is the time, and the time is now, and I'm going to give everybody what they've been waiting for.
Shawn, same to you. You've witnessed now these bubble setups, no fans. It's different. There's just no other way to explain it. As a fighter, those fans motivate you. They push you to the next level sometimes. We didn't have that for a while. Now we get it back.
And it's funny. I felt last year in August and no fans. And you imagine between August and now we're in October. My dad practically since January, you got to figure out who you fighting, get back in the ring. You got to figure out who you fighting, get back in the ring. What about that Terence fight? You think, what about that Terence fight? I really ain't nobody I want to fight other than Terence. I don't know if we're going to get that fight. And if we do get that fight, we need to have that fight in front of fans. We can't just have that fight in a room full of nobodies. And yeah, we'll sell it on pay-per-view, but it's not the same. And so my dad, he was pushing me to get in the ring with someone else. This man right here to my right, I consider to be the next best thing in the world to Errol Spence Jr. Been there, done that. And now it's time to take on this challenge right here. And so between the patience of myself, the understanding of my dad that Shawn ain't gonna fight nobody other than Terence Crawford whenever that time comes, to TGB and Top Rank finally making a smart decision for Terence and the best decision they can make for me. We got a great fight for y'all happening November 20th. And I think even the energy along the way is gonna be great as well. But definitely fight night is gonna be unlike no other. Terence, you've been in some big fights. You've been fighting back home, so I know the energy's been crazy. This is gonna be the craziest energy you ever felt, and I'm looking forward to it.
Kenny, I want to come back to you for another one. He said right out of the gate, stood up, I've been working. Do we have to change anything going into this camp, knowing that you're facing Terence Crawford?
If the question is, do you have to change for Terence Crawford? There's a lot of things you have to do for Terence Crawford. You just can't come back into this type of fight with this type of caliber fighter and do the same things you used to do. You got to be better than you've ever been before. And you've got to think outside of your normal, everyday, motions and movements. You got to change everything. So Shawn's been living up on a mountain away from his family. I'm not up there with him. He's been up there away from other fighters. There's no fighters up there with him. We're going to take some up there eventually, but he been just like secluded up there by himself, just him and God. So we've done things totally different this time. Yeah. He's never had to just be completely by himself. I've always at least been there with him. So yeah, we're doing a lot of things different, and every day I'm trying to figure out what we can do to be better every day. I'm going to borrow other people's intelligence. I do that all the time anyway, but I got some smart people that I can reach out to, and Bomac is a great trainer. Terence is a great, excellent fighter. As we said, everybody knows we have a history. When you have that kind of history, you've seen that guy do the things that he's done. You have to change. You have to be better than you've ever been before. And we never would have dreamed. I never would have dreamed that Shawn and Terence would ever fought each other. And this is not about going back to where we knew each other, back in the amateurs and all that stuff. But I have to say I'm very proud of him. Very proud of his trainer. Very proud of his family, you know, the family man he's become. To see these guys grow up and not only be great fighters, but great people outside of the ring, you know. And of all the fighters I've ever come in contact with in my entire life, I've never had one step to me personally. Wait a minute, personally in a dark alley and ball up his fist and stand there and say, "What you want to do?" And I had to say, "Not today," because we might not have this right now, you know. And I have this enormous amount of respect for him and his trainer, and like I said, his whole camp, and the guy over there hollering from the back behind it. Yeah, him.
We're gonna get you.
The guy hollering behind it.
We're gonna get you.
Oh my, because but Bo, I want to pose the same question to you. I wish we had another hour because we could sit up here for an hour. But Bo, again, Shawn Porter is the next task at hand. Anything different you got to do in camp?
I will tell you this, man. We already worked hard in camp, you know, when we in Colorado Springs. I will tell you this, man. My man, he turned us up. He turned us up. He turned the coaches up, and it's something about this camp is very, very special because everybody's on cue. Even the dog is on cue. So we ready, man. We ready. You know, you can't just bring regular sparring partners in for somebody like Shawn. You gotta search the boxing world for the best. You gotta ask around.
Same here.
You gotta ask around different coaches from different from the East Coast to West Coast. You gotta go over to Argentina. You gotta go, search the world for the best sparring partners because you know what type of fight he's going to come with, and we know that. And trust me, we're gonna be prepared. But I got to tell you this, man. I appreciate the respect for you, Kenny. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But I got to tell you this. We had already talked about this fight, and I actually called him one day. I said, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" That's it. Y'all ready? He's, "Shit, man, we fight y'all at home if we have to." I said, "All right, then. All right, I'll call you back."
So he did. He actually called me.
So, we've been looking at this fight, and we know what type of fight it is going to be, and we know what type of fighter Shawn is. So, we're going to be ready. Trust and believe that.
The respect on this stage is just outstanding. I want to thank you guys for your time today, and we do have approval for a face-off. So I'm going to ask Shawn and Terence to step down front here for a great picture. Please leave your microphones on the stage. On behalf of everybody here inside the MGM Grand, this goes down November 20th. It is going to be one for the ages. Thank you for joining us. Tom, Bob, Bo, Mac, Kenny, Shawn, and Terence, thank you for your time.
Media, please. Shawn will be on that side of the stage. Terence will be on the left side of the stage. Do not go on the stage. We will have time for you guys, but do not go on the stage.
Well. Yes, sir. We got us one, man. How y'all like that, man? A lot of respect. A lot of respect in that motherfucker. What's good up, Austin GT? What's going on, Late Show 42? Boo, too friendly. That shit was too friendly, mate. That shit was friendly than a motherfucker, mate. Mike, it was friendly, man. It was friendly. Them niggas were too friendly, Mikey. Here we go.
Situation, all that. After, sitting down and seeing them, what did it feel like to be able to just tell them, like, the fighters?
Oh, man, because all y'all media outlets has been blaming me for these type of fights not being able to get made. And I've been telling you, I've been calling for the fights. I couldn't make these fighters jump in the ring and fight me. And I was told they don't have a promoter, so they can fight on any network. They can fight anybody. So that goes to show, that it wasn't, Terence Crawford fought, or Top Rank fought, that the fights couldn't get made, So I just wanted to point that out.
Terence, when he mentioned about how he kind of knew the fight was happening, was very excited.
Facts, man. It is what it is, man. Like, look, y'all can like it, not like it, hate it. Y'all get mad that Bud doing his thing. It is what it is, bro. Audio not clean.
The top one division. Show the world why I'm the best.
Oh, that shit bad.
Up against best thing smoking.
All right, y'all. We gonna get on down, man. We almost an hour in. Look, and I'll be back too, man. I'm gonna do the live fight chat. I'm gonna do the live fight chat for Liam Williams and I'm gonna do the live fight chat for Liam Williams and Anthony Fowler. I know I had to turn that shit off, man. I turned that shit off, bro. I turned that shit off, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm we gonna do that. And let me see where they at right now. I need to see where they at right now. See how far they along. OPC, Victor, Anthony Fowler. There you go. Anthony Fowler. It started at 2:00. So it's about 39 minutes in. So yeah. Probably catch me like around 5:00, man. 5:00 for the Anthony Fowler and Liam Smith.
Single one of them, Law. For me, you make the taller fighter fight smaller, so we need to head move.
Till next time, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how to get down. And y'all know I'm back. Yeah, man. We gotta get back to the video day, man. My fault there. I just been. It's been, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been hectic on you, bro, man. It's been hectic, man. I need to go ahead and get bigger, man, so I can hire me somebody to goddamn me do that shit, bro. You know, I need to hire somebody to make us do that shit, man. I ain't got too much time, bro. Keenan Conway and JJ Metcalf. Metcalf should knock this nigga out. But it's 7th round already. All right, y'all. Till next time.